What's up everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Ultimate 180SX build. In this episode we're hoping to finish off the fabrication of Harney Motorsport, get the car ready for paint, and hopefully by the end it's going to be in paint. So let's get stuck in, get this baby going. So this is our quick change subframe. S13 anti-squat is different compared to an S14. This pickup point is quite a bit higher on an S13 than it is on an S14. So, as we haven't experimented much with S13s before, we're going to use this subframe and see what the Wise Fab is like with this pickup point moved up higher, because it's never able to test that on an S14 before, or 15. So yeah, looks like a good subframe. It's clean, it's got rusty. Nothing's bent, so now I can get all the bolts stripped off it and get it ready for getting the quick change mounted and getting the bolts that we will use, the original ones like the lower control arms, zinc plated and cleaned up and ready to assemble again.
Been working out, James?
No, it's just an S13. Brian is working on some of the fab work on the car, and myself and Chris started to get away from him, strip the subframe, get it ready to be fitted for the Bulldog quick change rear end, and also prepping all the bolts to be zinc plated. While that's happening, Brian is looking at fitting the seat position, a very important part of the build. I've been walking around, waiting for you to shine. People passing me by. Does it feel like Still even with Chris in the car, super light. The old head lifted at the back end. New car for Chris.
I'm dropping my 180 on next week.
Just looking at seating position. Samson's position. Yeah, that's. Should start. That's what we.
Are you happy?
Yep. Now I really love this part. It's a bit of Brian doing his magic. He is a super skilled fabricator and his welding is second to none. Even if you listen to the background shots here, you can hear how crisp the welding is, and he just lays beads down time after time. The seats mounting now. Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, she's are nearly out of majority of the fab stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to mount up them. I'm going to get them finished tonight, them clamps, and we're going to put in the seat then, and sure that'll do our gear lever, a handbrake, what else? On the steer.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
a lot of
something for the eyes of the seat.
Yeah.
Catch a harness.
Yeah, I have done there in fades.
Yeah. She'll come together quick when it's in paint. Do you know, when you have so many things mounted and ready to go on.
Yeah.
Delighted.
You have to have them strong too.
So quick walk around the car with progress in the last day and some nice work done. So, as I was saying earlier, kept the door bars out so we could mount the seat. Seat is mounted, sweet, low as possible, nice and strong. All that's left there is put in our harness plates. And that's both seats done for the driver's and passenger side. As usual, we've gone for the NASCAR style door bars, very similar to the Mustang, and also the FIA bar is also in place now. So Just about to weld up those fully, and that will tick off the door bars. So I'm just waiting for shipment to arrive from Wisefab so we can mount the Wisefab handbrake along with the Samsonus lever. Then we can finalize steering column position, and that is the driver compartment pretty much tidied up. And looking from the other side, we have the dry sump compartment finished, except for mounts for the door, but you have it fully enclosed now, and is just after making the plate for the door, and fits lovely. So nice lightweight alloy door. Yeah, so now just mount up the actual brackets for the dry sump tank inside there, and that's another job ticked off the list. So on the inside, we're really looking pretty close to being completed. A little bit of stitch welding on the inside, and moving to the front, we have the bash bar plates all designed and made, so weld them fully, and then when we have the final assembly and body kit on the car, we'll make the front crash bar, which will be a slide-on piece here with a pin that will go in and keep it mounted. So very happy with how it's coming together. A little bit of stitch welding to finish up under the bonnet, stitch weld under the inside. Very Irish weather right now, which is disgusting, but we also have the brackets made for mounting the radiator, mounting the rad, so nice tidy little setup to hold the radiator in place, and it sits down on top of these rubbers from the bottom. Looking under the car, we have the subframe cut, measured cut, and ready to mount the Bulldog quick change, and that'll be welded up in place. Then we can send front subframe with the Wisefab front mount V3 rack installation kit, and this with the tension rod brackets all for powder coating. Get all the bolts that we'll be still using zinc plated, and as soon as this car goes for paint, they'll all be prepped and ready, and when it comes back from paint, we'll be very quick getting this car rolling. So time is ticking, but progress is fast. And now that we have 95% of the fabrication done, I feel like once the car is fully prepped and sealed, once the paint goes on, this car is going to start taking shape surprisingly fast. So 31st of October right now, I think fabrication, another couple of days to finish off, and this car will be in paint early November, which I think it's potentially possible to have the car almost finished by hopefully early December. So hopefully 4 weeks of final assembly once all the parts come on time, but it's looking good. Body kit is on the way from Japan. It's been personally packed by a good friend of mine. Can't wait to show you what it is, a legend in the drifting world. And this thing is going to start looking unbelievable. So as I was away at SEMA, the guys finished the fabrication, brought it for sandblasting. Here you can see Mikey is just prepping before bringing it back to the paint shop. Sandblasting really worked out a treat.
She's done, lads. Ready to be cleaned and painted.
Now, another important part of the build, car back on the spit, turning it upside down, making sure all the dust and sand is out of the chassis.
You ready?
Sealing ourselves in for so there's no contamination after the primer.
Two professional painters.
Yeah.
Professional number one.
This is how YouTube does it, like.
1.5.
I was getting a new pair of shoes.
What's that?
Yeah.
No kickstand.
Mikey doing a great job there, freshening up Chris's shoes. Now we're back in the spray booth at S&B Auto Body. This is one of the first times I've ever missed being there, a part of that process. A lot of hard work in the prep before you get to this point, and yeah, Mikey working his magic, finishing it all with primer, giving it the first coat of white paint.
Reckon, Chris?
Time for bed.
They work through the weekend, Chris and Mikey at the spray booth, Michael getting some shots as well while I was away at SEMA.
You happy with it?
Alright. Not bad.
Bit of whitewash like?
Now the car's back home. You can see how light the chassis is. Chris and Mikey lifting it onto the scissors lift while Michael is lining up the blocks for the car to rest on.
Drop it all on my side if you want.
Oh, I was guilty of being in bed at this hour because I just got back from Vegas the night before. So pretty tired. The weather started turning. It was a real hit to reality that we're back home in Ireland, but good to be back.
Alright, y'all. I'm back in Ireland. It's pissing rain outside. I heard the car is painted. I woke up extra early just to go see it before the boys start. The boys usually fly through this part of the stage, so I just wanted to see it while it's still in the bare shell. And boom! That is beautiful.
Sheesh! Sheesh on a fork!
You're nearly on time.
Almost. Come. James is sleeping.
Yeah.
I need you to be James.
Okay.
Tell me.
Hold on, I have to stand up.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
That's right.
So, I'm James,
That's about right height.
Yeah. So we have the 180 back in the
Welcome
workshop.
back to the.
Oh, welcome back to the channel, guys.
Yep.
Welcome back, Lucas.
Yeah.
We have the 180s back from Harney's. It was painted. We have it back in the workshop. The boys.
Who painted it?
Sorry?
Who painted it?
Chris.
Was it Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris and this beautiful man, Mikey. You ever heard Mikey, right?
Oh, that Mikey fella, yeah.
Yeah.
He just looks busy all the time. He doesn't actually work. We're currently like mocking up stuff, so dry sump the plumbing into the dry sump tank. Chris is currently fitting up the tank to see how it looks.
Yep.
He looks beautiful. Car looks beautiful
Yeah.
in white. To be fair to Harney, done a beautiful job with the fabrication.
Yeah. If you're looking for a cage or any fabrication, the phone number is right here.
Yeah, because as you can see, the quality of work. Now, obviously, our good paint job done an amazing job in complimenting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the minute now, it's just a case of we have boxes of stuff everywhere, literally.
Yeah.
So it's literally a case of just that piecing it together now and hoping that it takes shape nicely. Just mock up some bits of the plumbing so, say, Chris and Michael and that can start making up the hoses and that. We have subframes and stuff sent away for powder coating. They're already modified for the voice fab and stuff and the quick change. Once they come back, they can go on. We can start porting stuff on voice fab, BCs, all the brakes and stuff can go on it. Once they're all in, then we can finish off the plumbing for everything like that. We have the red and stuff for the rear. So once that's in, we can start plumbing for that. We have it kind of booked in for wiring and stuff. We're just waiting on a ECU mass and stuff to come for it. And literally just start big jigsaw.
Nice.
All right, so we're back home at the workshop. You have been away for a few days, Lucas, and I've been away for a few days. I went to SEMA, you went home for your birthday, and also went to Cyprus for NC Drift Championship.
NC Drift, interesting.
Very fun place. I've been there a couple of years ago. It's pretty wild. But I went to SEMA with Heatwave. Yeah, SEMA was good. Really enjoyed hanging out with everyone. Met a lot of new people, other Heatwave athletes, and also we're in Vegas. So I had a lot of fun, to be honest.
Who's your favorite black person?
You?
Damn!
You and Hart. Hart is awesome too.
Do you think we look alike?
And unfortunately, for my lads, I kind of felt guilty being over there. But I was working too, doing business, but the lads were absolutely crushing it with the 180 build. So you can see here, she is fully painted. Obviously, fabrication's all complete. Now we have her back home in the workshop as a fully painted chassis, ready for assembly. So the lads made serious progress in just a few days. Harney finished off the fabrication work. We can talk about the last details he did. But in general, look at it. It's like a brand new chassis. Like, it's mint.
It's awesome.
So very happy to have it back home, ready to have kind of final assembly. Just little details here, like these little pockets for the fittings for the water and the fuel, so you can get down past the subframe. Very nice and tidy. The last couple of bits that need to be painted are just touched up or just there, where the spit was holding the chassis, so the lads could turn it around and get it all painted. What was left in fabrication before we left, so we got the harness, eye brackets in, handbrake for wide strap handbrake lever, Samsonite lever mounted, steering column mounted here. Yeah, some other small details, little pickup for a wing. We got the front bar made. That's yet to be painted as well, along with the rear crash bar. Then we have our holes here cut for the intercooler pipes before paint. So very happy to have it at this stage. And we also got a lot of parts in boxes that have arrived. We have, I would say, 99% of all the parts organized. So everything is on the way. It's going to start coming together really quick. Yeah, I think we can start unboxing some stuff as well, having a look at some stuff. But very happy. What do you think?
I love 180s, and can this be my birthday gift?
Decide to sign the rest of your life working for me for free, maybe.
Dude, this thing is incredible. Like, so much detail.
The lads did an amazing job. Like, Chris and Mikey put serious hours into it. Labor-wise to get it painted, and it was sandblasted after fabrication, so back to the bare bones, so it can be as light as possible as well, and it's just really kind of works if you do it the right way, and we're very happy with the end results. So now it's time to start putting it all together. You can see the dry sump tank mounted in there, nice and tidy, loads of room for plumbing. Yeah. I got more invoices in my emails today to start paying, but that means the parts are on the way, so it's good. Yeah, Ireland this time of the year, lots of rain. We actually had some major flooding around as well at this time, but back in the workshop, place is a bit of a mess as there's a lot going on, but that's always a good sign. Yeah, Chris working on the heat management tape here just for the bulkhead, firewall and strut top. This also helps retain the paintwork from discoloring from the exhaust manifold turbocharger side. Lots of new parts have arrived as well, which we'll get to unboxing in a second. Alright, so it's that time of the build where it feels a bit like Christmas, because a lot of the parts that we've ordered have showed up, and now it's time to do a bit of unboxing because we're getting close to actually fitting parts in the car. So first up, we have a nice shipment from our friends at Borg Warner in America. So with this car, like my own competition cars, using all the same products and parts to the highest quality that we know work well. And I've been working with Borg Warner and using their products since 2017 when we shipped the Workhouse S15 to Formula Drift, and fell in love with their turbochargers. In my opinion, they're the best you can get. Super responsive on a 2JZ, extremely reliable. I've never had one fail, and compete in quite a lot of drift events using them. So in here we have Super Core for 9280. Same as what we run on the S14.9. You do not want to drop, but yeah, serious piece of kit. Brand new 9280. Aluminium core as well, so super lightweight. And with the alloy cores, you just have to make sure that you run the water cooling. We're running the S14.9 for many years. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. So that's what's in this box. In this box, we got the exhaust housing and yeah, sweet piece of kit. All right, next up one of our favorites, like all our cars. And again, started working with radium back in 2007 on the Workhouse S15 as well. First car we used it on. Got all their cool little parts for fuel pressure regulator, filters, clamps, and then the sweetness of their radium 6-gallon tank, FCSTX. So like we fitted in the Mustang earlier this year. Their latest piece of kit where you can take out the small ring of bowls, have a spare tank unit if you want, lift it straight out of the car, drop in your other pumps. But luckily for us as well, as long as we've been running their pump setup, we don't have any failures. So we've never had to make a quick switch. But if you do, it's really quick and simple. So there's our radium cell. She's gonna be living. Welcome to your new home. We also got their catch can, water fill kit, and all those other little bits in this box here. So yeah, the car will have all the same radium bits we use in our other cars. Another shipment in from America. Unfortunately, what you see here is loads of import duty, which we absolutely love paying. This is from our friends in DC Power. One box for another box. So, brand new DC Power 270 amp alternator with custom pulley geared for the RPM that we work with. So this is good for over 9,000 RPM on a 2JZ. Bolt straight on, billet front cover. Looks absolutely sweet, and we've been running them, I think, since probably, I think the S14.9, which we built for RDS, we started using DC Power. Absolute game changer. Before that, we're doing conversions from like diesel cars and other things to get like higher amps, but they're unreliable with the high RPM. So once we started using DC Power, all problems fixed. Love how it looks and works even better. Another fresh delivery from our friends at FMIC. I've been running FMIC intercoolers now for a good few years, and what's extremely surprising about these is they're extremely affordable, and they seem to be giving better performance benefits, better cooling than higher end intercooler brands, which you'd be very surprised with. We did some back-to-back testing with other brands. Worked with FMIC developing their Pro kits, and they work seriously well. Very impressive air intake temperatures and whatever power you need. So sweet to be running FMIC on this car as well, and a couple of silicones for the intercooler pipes. Yeah, that's all we're running from FMIC on this build. We've already unpacked one part of this sweet setup from Dry Sump Solutions, and Dry Sump tank is already mounted in the car, and this is their Dry Sump pan. So billet CNC pan, which is absolutely a work of art. But when you see the quality, you see why. Look at that for a work of art. So that's your sump pan, complete billet CNC sump pan, which is a work of art. And then your oil pump. They have your integrated oil air separator built into the back of the pump, and then you have no lines. Everything is scavenged out through here and comes into this section and pulled out from the pump, bolting on here. So that is as sexy as you can find. It's unbelievable. Piece of kit, obviously quite expensive, but we used some other dry sumps in the past, but nothing compared to the quality. Really cool to be running that on the car, and obviously when you're running this, we're obviously going to be running V3 Wisefab front mount rack kit. Works perfectly with this dry sump kit. So that's definitely one of the more expensive packages we're unboxing today, but there's still a lot of expensive packages currently on the way.
Big box.
Big box. Some fresh carbo seats. I feel like they work really well in an S chassis. These, of course, we're going for the lightweight version. Carbon fiber in the rear. Very good for all different drivers, and these are one of the only standard seats that I can get away with driving and still have enough clearance from the bottom of the seat with my shoulder to feel comfortable when I'm strapped in. So carbo seats for the car, and obviously all their harnesses, seat rails, things like that in a different box. 2 wing seats, so she'll be well up to spec. Yeah, so that's about all the parts that are here so far, and we can start fitting some of them straight away. Michael's about to go collect subframes that are after being modified for the quick change and the V3 Wisefab in the front. So when they come back, we can put the subframes onto the car. The Bulldog quick change rear end is already in a box over there as well, so that can be fitted. And currently Wisefab have shipped out full suspension package for the car. We have our order in with BC Racing Europe that are sending on the coilovers for this car with the specific spring rates that I run. So we should have them in the next week or so. Wisefab should be here before the end of the week or start of next week. Body kit's on the way from a special place, which I can't wait to share with you. Samsonus is on the way. Driveshaft shop, driveshaft is on the way. So waiting on quite a few parts. We're getting carbon fiber doors from Finland. Carbon fiber roof from Ireland. So yeah, just waiting on all the final bits, but now that the car is back here and in paint, it's going to start coming together quick. I'm really excited about being at this point of the build. I still have one more trip to go to America, even though I came back yesterday. I'm leaving again on Saturday to go to Ford for their opening of their new world headquarters. So going there on Sunday and have another Ford event on Monday before coming back on Tuesday to get stuck back into this with you, Lucas, the team, and we'll start getting it all buttoned up. But timeline is looking good. I feel like that is a serious bulk of the work already completed, but obviously there's a lot to go on. There's a lot of, to do everything right. There's a lot of time to put into it, but everything seems to be lined up nicely. Also, ECU Master product is on the way for the car. Which we'll go through all of that when it comes. So let's keep going. So yeah, that's it for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed the build progress with the 180SX. I'm very, very happy myself. The lads look tired, but we'll get there. We finished this car on time. We'll finish off for Christmas a bit early, so that's the small incentive I have for them. And yeah, I'm very excited to see it come to life, like with the body kit, the wheels, the whole stance that we're planning for this car. Hopefully a livery that's gonna spark some interesting thoughts. I feel like it's gonna come together really well. I cannot wait to drive it before Christmas. And yeah, more on what's coming on this car extremely soon. So keep watching, thank you.
Skra!